Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most mind-bending concepts in physics, antimatter. We are not just talking about a few rogue antimatter particles here, we are going to explore what an entire universe made of antimatter might look like. So, what exactly is antimatter? It's not just opposite matter, it's more like a mirror image. For every particle of matter, there's an antimatter counterpart with the same mass but opposite charge. Think of an electron. The antiparticle of an electron will be a positron. The main difference between them will be their charges. An electron acquires a negative charge, while the antiparticle or the positron will acquire a positive charge. But it's not just the charge that's flipped. Other properties like spin and certain quantum numbers are also reversed. This difference is crucial because when matter and antimatter meets, annihilation occurs. They completely destroy each other, releasing a ton of energy. Before we jump into antimatter universes, let's recap what our universe is made of. We have galaxies, stars, planets, and ultimately everything boils down to fundamental particles like quarks and leptons interacting through forces like gravity, electromagnetism, and the strong and weak nuclear forces. These forces govern how matter clumps together to form stars, planets, and even us. Now imagine a universe where everything is made of antimatter. Would it look drastically different? That's the million-dollar question. The laws of physics as we understand them should still apply. Antimatter atoms would form antimatter stars, galaxies, and maybe even antimatter planets. Now, another big question is how antimatter life would look like. If an universe is made of antimatter, then everything there must be made of antimatter. Now, here is the insightful point. Whether it's matter or antimatter, the laws of physics and chemistry will be the same as in our universe. Hence, if it exists, everything would be the same, or at least to our current understanding, it should be like that. The main and key difference is the structure and charge. Like as a normal carbon atom has 6 neutrons and 6 protons, an anti-carbon will have 6 anti-neutrons and anti-protons. Hence, they will form anti-molecules, anti-DNA, anti-proteins, and even anti-humans. It's also worth to note that we don't have a definitive answer for this question. As you see, antimatter is really rare in our universe, as whenever antimatter comes in contact with matter, they immediately annihilate each other. Hence, it's truly rare, and just like that, our knowledge of life is also limited. We only know well about carbon-based life. But when it comes to antimatter-based life, it's extremely challenging to have a definitive answer. But hey, we can make an educated guess. Whatever I told you now are my thoughts. If you have any valuable insights about this, let me know in the comments below. One mind-bending idea is the CPT symmetry. It suggests that a universe made of antimatter would behave like our universe but with space, time and charge reversed. This is a deep and complex concept, but it hints that an antimatter universe might be a mirror image of ours in some fundamental ways. CPT is an acronym for charge, parity and time. It states that the laws of physics remains unchanged if you flip the charge, space and time of a particle. It essentially proves the existence of antimatter. If a theory obeys relativity or causality, it must obey CPT. Okay, now let's get to the fun part. What would happen if a being from an antimatter universe somehow crossed over and met someone from our universe? Simply, it would lead to a monumental disaster. Even a tiny touch would lead to mutual annihilation, converting their mass into pure energy. But could such an antimatter universe even exist? That brings us to the concept of multiverse. Some theories suggest that our universe is just one of many, and these universes could have different physical laws or even be made of antimatter. It's highly speculative, but it's a tantalizing possibility. So, while the idea of an antimatter universe is mostly a speculation at this point, but it's a fantastic thought experiment that pushes the boundaries of our understanding. But could there be a mirror image out there teeming with antimatter galaxies? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more cosmic explorations.